clinic, and we're about to get an ultrasound done. I am 10 weeks and 1 day today, so after it's over with, I'll come back on and talk to you. All right, bye. All right, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, um, I am Renee, and I'm currently filming my pregnancy journey with my fourth child. Okay, so this is my sixth pregnancy, but I only have three children that are living and living. So I had two miscarriage. So what basically I'm doing, I'm just trying my best, my hardest, and sorry how I look. It is what it is, but basically I'm trying to document this journey not only for myself but for someone else that has been through or going through something similar to mine. I'm considered high risk because of my miscarriages that I had. I had one in 2017 and I had one in April of this year. So, but I am currently pregnant. Like I said earlier, I'm currently pregnant and I am 10 weeks today. So, yay me. Yay. So, anyways, I had an appointment this morning. My appointment was at 10 minutes after 9. And apparently, something didn't want me to get there. So, I've been on bed rest, but I had to make a sacrifice this morning and take my son to school, being that my husband, he was pushing for time, and I just didn't have anyone else at the moment. So I drove my son to school this morning, and I was like, oh God, I know I shouldn't be driving, but I'm gonna drive anyway. So I get in the car and I get in my truck, and I have a Range Rover. I have a 2011 Range Rover, so it's old. So anyway, I get in my truck and the light comes on and it says low coolant, and I'm like, okay, low coolant, okay. It was like that yesterday. I was like, it just needs some antifreeze in it. So I wash the hand as I drive him to school, and it's about 10, I want to say 15 minutes from here, probably 12, from home. So I drove him to school, got him to school perfectly fine. I pull up in the drop-off line and drop him off. The lady said, hey, Jordan, and she get him out the car. And I'm like, I smell something. So I sat there and waited for the line to move. The line moved, and something in my head just said, pull over at this service station. So I pull over the service station, and as soon as I pull over, bam, smoke everywhere, like the entire truck on fire. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? So luckily the police, he comes by and he was like, oh, how are you still sitting in this truck and smoking? I was like, I think it's the coolant. I think it's like steam from not having any antifreeze in it. So I wasn't afraid, that it was anything else. So being that I've been around cars a whole lot with my dad and everything. So hold on 1 minute. My dog went out to and it is pouring down raining. Oh my God. Crap. All right, so sorry about that. Yeah, I got wet going outside. So, anyways, he stopped and he was like, "You need some antifreeze in it," and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You have any water? Maybe we can just put some water in your little, I don't know, it's a little box for overflow and everything. But anyway, it circulates the water through the motor and everything." So he was like, "We're going to put some water in there." And I was like, okay. So luckily I had a case of water in the back of my trunk. And so I went back there and I got like 3 bottles. I got 3 bottles, but it only took 2 to fill it up. So I let it turn it back on. He told me to turn it back on, and it was like, it was still saying vehicle overheated, and it just cut it. It just turned it off. So I was like, okay, it's still hot. He was like, okay, you sit there a minute. Is someone coming? I was like, yeah, I told my husband, so perhaps he would come on and he'll come get me. So, and I called my husband, told him I was just sitting there, and he was like, okay, let me know if you get it back started. If not, I'll come on down there, because he was running his bus route anyway. So he's a teacher also. So anyway, so I wait. I cut it back on. The tip hand is good. And I start the truck back up. I call him. I'm on my way back to the house. The temp is good. I'm going to try to dodge the traffic. So I dodge the traffic, get at the end of the stop sign. This other car would not go. It would not go. So my car, I was like, oh my God, the temp hand going up. So I tried to just put it in park and then just cut the car off until the rest of the cars go up. When it was my time to go up, the car was overheated. It wouldn't do anything. It just cut itself back off. It was saying overheated. So I was like, oh my God. And I just got totally emotional. And I was like, it's just too much. I should have stayed at home. I don't know why I decided to come out. I should have went with my first mind and just kept him at home. But we didn't have a way to get him there. And it's just been, and it's just been tough. It's just been tough trying to get through this pregnancy, along with taking all the precautions that my doctor is requiring me to take, and getting a lot of stuff done that I'm used to getting done myself. But anyway, long story short, my husband came. We got the truck back to the house, and it's a guy in the neighborhood. He was like, I think I know what the problem is. I see the hose loose, so it must be just a hose loose. I can put it back together once the vehicle cool down. So hopefully it won't have to go in the shop, because it seems as if the Range Rover, it stays in the shop. I'll say about 2 months out of a year, I get to drive it straight. And then the other 4 months is in the shop, and it takes them forever to get the vehicle back. And I like, oh my God, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. It takes forever. I don't mind having, the loaner car, because they always give me something nice, something a Range Discovery or Range Rover, HSE or Jaguar or something like that. So the vehicles are nice, but just having your own vehicle, that's what I be just wanting. I just be wanting to ride in mine and throw whatever I want to throw in the back seat, and not worry about, oh, did I stain it, and all that stuff. So, and anyway, so if this car, what I'm planning on I'm gonna have to trade it in. I'm most definitely, because I think I'm gonna trade it in, and I'm looking at something. So, I'm not quite sure yet what it is, but I got in mind what I want. So maybe I'll take you all along with me with that, because my birthday is coming up very soon. My birthday is next month, so I got that car for my birthday about 3 years ago. So, so anyway, I think I know what else I want. So anyway, long story short, I get home. My dress was still in the dryer, so I had to get it out the dryer and iron it. And I was like, if I was not considered high risk, I would not have went to that appointment today, because it was just too much. But I got there in good time and everything. So it didn't take long for them to call me. Usually I had to wait forever, but it went pretty quickly. I got called to the back, and like I said in my other video, being high risk, I always have the option of having an ultrasound done every visit. So I was like, okay, most definitely I'm going to have this ultrasound done today. And I forgot to mention, because on Friday I had a scare with my pregnancy on Friday, I had to go to the ER. But I'll say that for later. So I'll tell you all about that later. But anyway, we get there and he was like, we're looking, he was like, there's a saying, if you do a lot of ultrasound, you end up with a lefty. And then my husband like, well, we need to stop because we don't need a lefty. And not saying anything bad about lefties or anything, but he's a coach, so I guess it would just be difficult, probably more strenuous for him to, trying to coach a child of ours that is a lefty or whatever. So anyway, he do the ultrasound, and let me go get the picture quick. My cat is clawing up my furniture like crazy. I'm like, oh my God. So let me get this in. Okay, so he does the ultrasound. Oh, this was last week. This is last week ultrasound. So there's the baby there from at 9 weeks, and 9 weeks and 2 days. So 9 weeks and 2 days. That was last week. So the baby's getting pretty big. And let me go get the other one. I thought I had the other one. Okay, from today. So today's ultrasound, should I say sonogram, because he had to use the name. So here's today's, and there's the baby right there, and he is he or she is really growing. And I was like, oh, I wish, that was something. But he didn't try to look around too much. He just stayed right there and everything. So I'm going to keep my finger crossed. There might be just another little person hiding in there. So who knows? So that's the second one. That's the one that we had this week. So I get one every week. So I got to go back next week for another checkup and everything. So like I said, I'm on bed rest, and I said to myself, why not take this time and just try to document some things that I'm going through and everything. So the next time I come on, I will tell you guys about my ER visit, along with the incident and everything with the doctor there at the ER. So I'll tell you guys about that. But everything is good with the baby. The baby's growing. His baby was kicking and moving around. He was like, you should be feeling this now. I was like, yeah, I feel it every now and then. Little flutters, little kicks and everything. Little flutters, not kicks. But that's only because, I've been pregnant before, and I'm able to, know the difference between gas and the little flutters and everything. So, not saying I feel it. I'll feel it probably one time out of the day. So, what else I want to say? As far as my symptoms, it's about the same. Hold on. This cat, get down. Okay, so where were we? Okay, the cat jumped on the counter. I was saying, as far as my symptoms, I still get nauseated every so often, and at night, a lot of stretching and hurting and cramping and all that stuff. I constantly toss and turn all night long. Like I said earlier, I don't really have a taste for meat, but I force myself to try to eat it, and I try to make sure I eat the 2 servings of vegetables a day. And I gotta go to the store later on and get some Activia, because he said I had a little yeast. He did a swab and they're swabbed down there, and but he was like, there's nothing to be concerned about. He can treat me in a second trimester with that. So else. I don't know. So, okay, I'm gonna stand up and show you guys my bump. And you gotta keep in mind that I've been pregnant. I'm also carrying a baby after a tummy tuck. So, yeah, so and that's how it looks underneath my dress. And I know I got a low, but there. I mean, so, you know, if you want to talk to me about, I mean, if you would like me to talk about my, what I was taking to help me get to conceive this baby this go around. I actually took a mod, and I could talk about that if you would like. You know, just comment down below or some of the things that you would like me to talk about. My tummy tuck procedure or whatever. Why did I have it or something like that? So, all right then. So, I'll see you guys next time, and